The year is 1968. The location? Oklahoma City. The thing? Casa Bonita. Fast forward to the year 1974. The World's Fair in Spokane, Washington has officially kicked off, and the Earth is graced with yet another Casa Bonita location. The people of Colorado rejoice as real Mexican food finally arrives to save them. Oh no! We fast forwarded to the year 2021! The world's been plunged into the COVID pandemic, and Casa Bonita has had to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection! Whatever will they do? Well, I'll tell you what they did. They did the most outrageous thing. The thing that no one ever expected them to do. They sold the restaurant, they sold it. Anyway, let's chat about it real quick. Hello there, I'm a 6'3" man with a bikini under my shirt. Today I'd like to talk with you about Casa Bonita, the famed Mexican restaurant that somehow survived here in the wonderful, colorful land of Colorado. This place has had a hell of a history, you know? It was supposed to be the next Rainforest Cafe, but now it's just that thing they showed on South Park one time. Now, I actually talked about this a few years ago on my old channel going through the bad reviews of Casa Bonita, but that was before it closed down, was purchased by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, and refurbished for like $40 million. So, the quality was a bit different back then. I've mentioned it in passing a couple of times so far, but yeah, Matt Stone and Trey Parker bought Casa Bonita for a few $1,000,000 back in 2021. They then immediately shut down for renovation, and in May of 2023, they reopened, not quite to the public. It is an invite-only email newsletter style thing, which is super weird, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, I thought we'd take another look at these reviews now that we're past the point of Matt Stone and Trey Parker committing themselves to keeping everything the same, but just refreshing it, putting some money into it so it's not full of mold and stank ass and it's not falling apart anymore. So right off the bat, it looks like overall the score has neither gone up or down really. Which for that amount of money you would have expected at least a bit to go up, I suppose. And really quick, why don't we take a look at the street view just to see if the outward appearance has changed much at all, and where is it? What is it? Oh, there it is. I remember years ago, eating at Casa Bonita felt like a punch in the gut. Tonight, it felt like a karate chop. Is that better or worse? Yeah, it's definitely not better. I can't see a successful business model for a restaurant that serves this kind of food at $45 a plate. Isn't this type of food supposed to be served hot or even a little warm? Don't restaurants rely on repeat customers? I can't imagine any circumstances in my life where I would return to this place. This place is going down. Someone needs a big tax deduction. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't think Matt and Trey spent all that money on something that they unironically have been obsessed with their entire lives for a tax deduction. You're trying to sound smart. Yeah, restaurants do rely on repeat customers, hodoy, but come on, dude. They were only accepting reservations. We were traveling and my husband remembered going there years ago. He was so excited about going again. Nowhere on the website did we see reservations only. The young lady said come back when we were open, and we asked when that was gonna be, and she said I don't know. We were very disappointed that we made a special trip to Casa Bonita just to be turned away. Not good business management. So I wanted to fact check that for myself. Does the website really not tell you at all anywhere that it's not open to the public just yet? Or that it's not open for walk-in at the very least? And wouldn't you know it, the very first button I clicked, Get Tickets, took me right to a piece of text that covered the entire fucking screen, stating that we're not open to the public right now. You can't just walk in. You have to sign up for our newsletter or, I don't know, beta testing phase. So, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid. If I could give it 0 stars, I would of. The owner stated they were changing nothing but improving everything. What a lie. The renovations are fine, however the food is terrible. They don't have the all-you-can-eat anymore. Aww. Which for me is okay, but why take the cheese enchiladas away? Also, why put the honey on the sopapillas for you? You only get one now, too. I've been coming here for over 45 years. Had my kids' birthdays here and grandbabies, too. You had your grandchildren at Casa Bonita? Wait, were they conceived there or born there? This is an important detail for the validity of your review. But we will never be back. Heartbreaking they can keep their California grade good, better yet take it back to California. I don't know what any of that means at the end there. That was a hell of a statement to make. Alright, Matt and Trey didn't ban tipping. They figured out a way to steal the server's tip, supposedly to provide employee benefits. There's a 15% service charge added to everyone's bill. That's the server's tip. These billionaires are providing $28 per hour living wage? What is the 15% service charge for when there isn't one single employee that qualifies for Amy benefits? Do the math. 15% of daily sales is probably anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000. Instead of... No, hold on. We're stopping that review right there. Where are you getting that number? For those of you that aren't in the know on this, Matt and Trey and the managers that run Casa Bonita apparently decided, a little while after opening I want to say, kind of weirding the employees out, that they were going to ban tipping and just give everybody double the hourly rate. Bartenders start at $30, $31 an hour, servers start at $28 an hour, busboys and hosts are in the $18 to $20 an hour range, and that's where they are now. However, some of the employees are not a big fan of this, because if you've ever worked as a bartender, you know that you can make a metric truckload off of tips. People need to start being paid appropriately so customers don't feel obligated to pay someone's salary when they should be paid enough to live. At least that's my assessment on things. I've only worked a tip job a couple of times in my life, and that's how I always kind of felt. But no, I don't think Matt and Trey are in some sort of conspiracy to make extra money, because I think the $30,000 to $50,000 number that you're getting here is kind of pointless to them. They're both worth like $600 to $700 million at this point, allegedly. I mean, numbers like that are rarely accurate online, but they're both incredibly rich. So I don't see why they would need to do that. Are you kidding me? Casa Bonita may be a historical landmark, and so is their food. They've been serving up the same frozen TV dinner buffet for 20 years now. The marionette show's okay. The cliff jumpers are cool, but the best thing about this place is its sopapillas and fried ice cream. The waitresses here are by far some of the most beautiful women you'll ever see, and gracious hosts. Take your kids, under 10, for the experience. It'll be amazing, and then you'll never want to go back. Everything sucks except for these things. Waitresses are hot. Take your kids, don't go back. Not worth the $40 they're currently charging. For that price, you could get all you can eat at a fancy Brazilian steakhouse. Lunch prices. All you can eat hot pot places are about this price, but there are even good all you can eat sushi places in the metro area for about $30. The food here is worth about $15.99 max, and they're super upcharging. Even the experience would only be worth maybe a $5 charge, so their prices should be $21.99 at max. Really using that business degree there. You could do that math. Look at you go! Knowing how to make a profit, knowing what their overhead is, and knowing how much money they spend to operate on a daily basis. Thank goodness you know what you're talking about, right? This also doesn't count them nickel and diming you for things in their gift shop or arcade, which all have additional charges. And that's where we're gonna stop that review. Were you complaining that the gift shop costs money? Have you never been to a gift shop in your freaking life? That feels like an odd complaint. That's probably not what you're saying, but nonetheless, that's what it feels like you're saying. This ball cap is $20! Why isn't it freewheeling with my food? I'm so upset at Casa Bonita. Yeah, I said it. Casa Bonita. Just because my kid's big bone doesn't give the server the right to call him Eric Cartman, I'm very disappointed at the restaurant. Kid friendliness called my kid Eric Cartman. Right. And then, of course, there's just a picture of a dude. Don't know him. Never seen him before in my life. Doesn't look like a kid to me. Guys, come here. I don't think that review is real. I think it's a joke. Be warned. You cannot just show up and eat here. You must submit a claim and then hope for an invite. Submit a claim. Isn't that usually reserved for insurance? You know, like if your grandma gets run over by a reindeer or your crock pot explodes. Gotta submit a claim, get paid out for it. I think you're just putting your email in on a website and waiting, dude. In my opinion, this restaurant's worthless in the way that it treats its employees and chosen customers. Money does not make you gods. Get real, live long, and don't prosper. God best the idiots. Live long and don't prosper? That's a hell of a burn, I have to say. Unhappy employees, bait and switch after onboarding, treated like second-class citizens. Unhappy employees in the restaurant equals intense employee turnover. Bad food and lousy prices. Back to square one, a sad deal. It doesn't matter if it has celebrity ownership. Casa Bonita's pre-opening press tour was secretive. No one learned anything new. They wanted the element of surprise. The current employee rift demonstrates a new element of surprise. You know, it's kind of weird seeing all these reviews talking about how everyone there is incredibly unhappy and pissed off and just no one's enjoying themselves. I don't have the ability to take my camera and go show you the restaurant and give you an inside scoop on whether or not it's good myself, because again, it's not walk-in time, okay? And I still haven't gotten my email yet. You know who has though? Adam the Woo. What you should do is go and check out his video from about a month ago where he went and checked it out, and it's looking pretty good. That may not be indicative of right now, because it was a month ago, but I don't know. The place looks like it's bumping pretty well, and everyone's looking to be having at least a decentish time. But you should go check that video out if you want the inside scoop for sure, because he's pretty good at doing that. A consistent experience at Casa Bonita. The worst Mexican food before the renovation and after. Save your money. I don't see how on any planet the food could still be as bad as it was before. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. Tried going to this place 3 times now from out of state, only to have my heart broken with them still not being open to the public. Venus in retrograde telling me to be done with this nonsense and move on. Goodbye, Casa Bonita. To be super fair and super clear, it was actually really hard finding really bad reviews. I think right now in total Casa Bonita has about a 3.5 star rating, and I feel like the majority of the bad reviews are from pre-renovation. I feel like that number might go up a little bit once they fully open to the public, but only time's really going to tell. Anyway, that's all I really got for you today. There's not really much more to look into there. I just wanted to finish off this video by saying, hey, welcome to my new channel. This is not going to be indicative of all the content I'm going to be uploading. I just need to get back in the saddle, I need to warm up a bit and get used to doing this sort of thing again. So thanks for coming by, I really appreciate it. I can't wait for you guys to see what I've got cooking up going forward in the future. I don't really have ways to end any of the content I've ever made. I've never been good at saying goodbye, so instead I'm just not going to say anything.